Good morning. Patrick at Patriot Homestead. As my profile and channel says, I live here in Florida, but my homestead is in southern Missouri, and I'm a caregiver here for our family one. And so this past weekend, I went on Facebook Marketplace and found a enclosed trailer skeleton. Apparently it was a concessions trailer that burned. So for $500 I went up like 200 miles and picked it up, brought it back, it towed good, and all I had was what I'm going to show you, the back door and the side door, and all the other siding and skin and everything was missing. So it acted like the back doors acted like a sail, and I'll tell you what, my gas mileage went down. Of course I have a 99 Tahoe which barely gets 14 miles a gallon, 13 miles a gallon on the highway. It went down like 6. I'm serious. So I'm just going to show you around the trailer, and my goal is to all the ribs and supports, and I'm going to take a wire wheel, and if it's really rusty, most of it's all surface rust, and then go ahead and sand it down, prime it with some good Rust-Oleum double primer paint, and then top it with just regular black Rust-Oleum paint to prevent any kind of rust. That's after I take the 2 1/4 sheets of plywood off the floor and get it all cleaned up and sanded and primed and everything, and replace it with some brand new pressure treated wood, and then go from there. Hopefully be able to remove some of these old bolts and tap them out, or not tap them out, drill them out, and then start putting some galvanized, I don't know if it's galvanized, aluminum texture or whatever, but the person I bought it from gave me a roll of supposedly siding or skin for it. It's not the smooth stuff, it's textured. So I'll show you around, and I'll go from there, and then I'll start making some videos on my progress on how this has been done. Alright, here we go. So that's outside looking into the back door. Of course the skin is going to be replaced on the back door. Temporary brake lights. Of course I already broke the other one opening up the back door, not realizing that the door is going to smash it. A couple 2-foot supports in the back, so that when you lower the front end and have these extended, it stabilizes the trailer. I got one bend right there, but that's nothing. That's just a rib. I can fix that. Just bend that and it'll be fine. You can see back here all the wood that needs to be replaced on the bottom, and you can see on the corner over there, far middle, you can see it's black because it got burned. And apparently, when they got done with this, they went ahead and welded this opening closed so it doesn't tilt anymore. So I just had to put some ribs in there, which will be right here, right here, and right here, and just put some 1x2 square tubing and weld them. Put that there so I can have a place to tack my siding. Has a side door. I guess the temperature got so hot, as you see here, this was the trim that goes in here. It's all melted. And you can see over here where the original siding was torn off. Not sure I'm going to be able to get these bolts out. We'll see. I hope I can, because if I can, then I can go ahead and put a nice sheet here, and no cutting and trimming and all that. I can replace this, and hopefully that'll be fine. I can come back over here, the front. You can see that the hitch, not the hitch, the ball, everything is fine. It's not damaged. It's not bent. I mean, there's still remnants of some old screws and some the sheet of plywood, some aluminum siding on the very top up here. Where's my finger? Right there. Okay. And the only rust that I saw that was through was down in here. And you can see it's a little rusted through, but you know, that's only down the corner. I did some sample tests of sanding, or with a wire brush, and did it right here, and you can see it's smooth. It's just surface. All this is just surface rust all around. It's really nothing really that bad, because the person had a tarp over it to the best of their ability. I mean, I got a lot of sanding to do and brushing to do so that I can get every single bit of the rust off, so I can make sure this lasts a lot longer. And you can see here in the corner the remnants of the fire. You can see how the cracked paint is. and then some of the smoke, and then you can see the temperature way up there just burned everything right off. And then the side. That one tire kind of looks funny. It looks like it's curved right there in the middle of the tread. So I mean, these are, I think, God, these are 15-inch tires, 205/75 15s, and you can see the it's a great axle, torsion axle. So I'm going to have to take those wheels. They look like they got rust on them. I'll get some wire brush to it, get it all knocked down, and prime it and paint it. And if it doesn't look like it's the stability is bad or something, then I'll replace them. I'm going to plan on replacing these tires anyways. It did make it 300 miles, but you can see where there's some crack in here, dry rot. So these tires are going to have to be replaced. So I'll get those online. So that's just one thing I worry about. But as you see, this is the trailer, and there's a lot of just basically surface rust. And there's that light over there that cracked when I opened that door. I didn't know it was going to hit that. I didn't think about it because that's just a quick install of a light, so I can bring it. So as you can see, a lot of holes for the existing panels. Got them every 6-8 inches all around, and then you see there's some side marker lights that go up here, and then back here it's got the typical oval brake lights. This was wired. I'm not sure how it was. There's no electric brakes. And I'm thinking maybe since this trailer's not really that heavy, I'm thinking that they had these lights, but the brake lights, and then they had the, of course, the running lights up here. It was the flat blade lighting harness. I'm going to eventually go ahead and do the 7, and since these do have the 4 bolts holes, I don't know if I can show you without. Tell you what, I'll open up this door. That's the back. That's the inside of the door. You can see that the temperature, there's some rotting and some heat got in, and some holes cut in. This will all be taken care of. But if you take a look here, you got that 4 square plate that's on the hub. That means that I can put electric brakes and a hub on here. I mean, not a hub, drum. And I can put electric brakes on here. I'm going to be smart. If I'm going to be towing stuff back and forth to Patriot, Homestead, and Missouri from Florida back and forth, and we know how drivers are, sometimes you need to slam the brakes on. I don't want my Tahoe to be the one that breaks everything. Brakes for everything. I want to go ahead and make sure I have electric brakes. So that's my goal. It's not going to be done right now, but I am going to have it wired up so that there are lines going for the brakes. And you can see the temperature. I mean, it was so black and hot. It just cooked everything. And there's times where I'm grinding some of the sample places, like I told you. You can smell the smoke that this trailer experienced. You can see the inside where it's peeled back because of the heat and the temperature and the fire. And even the top is a little warped. I'm going to just have to hammer that. What do they call it? Bend to fit, paint to match. At least that's okay to do. I don't mind doing that. I'll just put a new gasket in there. So this is Patriot Homestead's new endeavor here in Florida. I'm hoping to get this done this week. It's going to be the hardest part is getting all these boards off. Once I get these boards, these pieces of plywood off, I'm going to go ahead and sand and Rust-Oleum everything on the bottom first, so I can put new wood on it. And of course, I'll make sure before I put the wood on it, I'll come up about a foot high, so that when I want to paint, it just I don't miss anything. And you know, there's going to be some places where it's going to be hard for me to brush down with my brush on my grinder. But once I get that done, I'll show you some more videos. Here's the inside of the back cap. Everything's going to be pretty easy. Replacing that aluminum sheet is going to be okay because I'll just go around and just trim it and That'll be fine. The hardest part I'm going to think of having is that front nose up there, where it curves from that bar in the front to the bar up the top, which curves over to the roof. That's going to be interesting. I'm not sure how I'm going to tackle that yet. The rest seems like it's going to be pretty simple. I just hope I have enough aluminum sheeting to go on the top. I'm going to do my priority on the sides first. Hopefully I'll have enough of that. It looks like the textured aluminum siding has a little bit of a blue paint on it. Oh well, blue is blue. I don't care. I can always repaint it if I don't like it. But there's a lot of prep work, and I'm hoping to get this done in about a week. So thank goodness when you're mostly retired, you can have time to do stuff like this. I just hope that it comes out good, and I think it will. Like I said, I got in this one window, which is a concession window. You can see where the ribs are, right here, right there, and right here. I got to bring some 1 by 2 pieces like this. Oops, sorry. I'm going to show you like this or like this, and I just put it on here and just tack it, and put it down here and just tack it with my welder. So that's only 3 pieces. I can get that local and get it going, and then come back and show you what I got. I got to take a lot of these screws out. Hopefully I can take them out. I'll spray them with some blaster or something so I don't have to. My luck is I'll mark it. I want to drill right there and hit the head of the screw, and that'll just really screw me up. Screw me up. Get it. Anyway, so this is Patrick at Patriot Homestead here in South Florida. I'm hoping to be back into Missouri maybe May. It's just that right now funds are tight, the job market's slow to what I do here as far as temporary work, and when I get more money, I'll get it set up and drive up there and load this trailer up and move my stuff up there and start working on the cabin a little bit more. I got a couple other projects I have to get to. My thoughts are taking this trailer, eliminating one of my storage units here in Florida, and bringing it up to the cabin and put it in there, or a storage unit up there, because it's $330 here for my storage, and I have 2 of them. And if I go up to Missouri, it's only $80 for the same size. So if I bring this up there, I can eliminate $300 here, only spend $80 up there, so I'm saving myself $220 a month. But I want to bring the trailer up there, and my thoughts are, I have a camper trailer west of Phoenix, and it's time. I'm paying rent up there, so it's time for me to drive from Missouri to Phoenix and pick up my camper trailer, and then go ahead and bring it to Missouri, do some work, and then come back down here. So then now I won't have any storage there for my camper, and it'll be on my property. And then there's a lot of projects going on, and I'm finding myself being pretty good at repairing generators. So now I got 3 generators, and I only paid $20 for one, cost $16 in parts. And then my one that when I was there last in Missouri, 5700 watt one, it ran first pull, but it didn't generate electricity. But it did before I left. That's why I had to hammer every nail into that cabin by hand and pull them out of 4,000 nails out of strips, because I was ready for my air gun, my nail gun. Of course, it didn't work. So, anyways, I'm rambling on. This is Patrick, Patriot Homestead here in Florida, with the burned out camper, or not camper, but enclosed trailer, which is not very enclosed right now. It's nothing but a skeleton. And I'll get back with you with showing you some more video of what I've done. I'm not very good at being able to put it on tripod and work on it, because there's so many people here in South Florida. Cars drive by, people walking by, and it's easier. I don't have the camera to put on my hat and stuff, so unfortunately you'll hear me yakking, and I'll just show you what I've done. Alright, this is Patrick, Patriot Homestead. Hope you have a great day. God bless. Bye.